welcome to Captivating Makeup. I'm your host, Emma, and this is the second time I'm filming this video. Yay! So I filmed this video a couple days ago and all the audio, just nothing. No audio, no dog barking in the background, no me talking, no the neighbors are, nothing, no audio. So today we're going to try to do this again. I tested my mic to make sure it was working and I hear myself, so I'm going to assume we are all set. So today I decided not to do a get ready with me. Well, I did do a get ready with me, but that's another different video. So you're just seeing the aftermath of the get ready with me. And we're going to talk about makeup opinions. So the reason I'm not doing my makeup is I was looking at my first video ratios, and everyone was signing off about at the exact moment I was covering a pimple right here, if you don't remember. And a bunch of people were signing off at that point. And so I decided not to put you through watching me cover my zits and talk about makeup. So, makeup opinions. So, they're like assholes, everyone's got one, but I think it's good for everyone to share their experiences and talk about their opinions so we can kind of, compare notes on what we're doing. Let's go. All right, so number one, my first opinion is I don't like bronzer. So when you see the video, the next one, you're going to hear a little bit of a different story, but hear me out on why I don't like bronzer, and then I'll talk about why my opinion may have changed. So I usually do not like bronzer. I think it's usually orange, or it's yellow, or red, or just a color that is not flattering to my skin. I am very pale, very white. As you can see, the white light reflects off me very well. I may blind someone if you pass me while the sun is hitting me directly, but those colors do not usually mix with my skin tone. Contour looks a lot better because I am more cool toned, and the contour mixes with my skin better, so it gives me that look. Second, it's not really part of my personal style. So bronzer, gives you that sun-kissed, beachy glow, like you go outside. Personally, I enjoy looking like a Victorian sick child. I actually like looking pale and using contour to enhance features instead of giving me that sun-kissed glow. I might also have this opinion because most bronzers before this used to look like the tan on a certain previous president. I'll let you come to those conclusions. I just didn't like how they looked. I have an Hourglass palette, the new one. Let me show you which one I have. I have the light one, so it's not in the jellyfish packet because I did order it from Hourglass because I wanted the owl. And like, beautiful shades. I can't believe this is my first Hourglass palette because it's beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful. Oh, there's me in the mirror. Hi. And these blushes, the highlighter, these powders, wonderful, beautiful, magical. I can't believe I didn't invest before this. But this bronzer, she's a little orange. She's a little orange. And I tried it once for my friend's Diwali party and it just didn't look right. And I hated how it looked, and I have not used it since, which is sad because I wish I could use everything in the palettes I buy, but sadly that is not something I was able to do. And I didn't want to make that mistake again, so I don't usually buy palettes with bronzers in them. Or do I buy bronzers anymore? Usually, if I'm going to buy a face palette, it's going to be blushes or highlighters or something like that. Now, a bronzer that may have changed my life, not really, but may have changed my opinion is Pat McGrath Labs. So I have the bronzer in Nude Honey. It comes in this face palette. And I did not buy this full price. I love Pat McGrath, but I was not going to buy a face palette where I was only going to be able to use 2 out of 3 shades, especially for 50 something dollars. And I was like, I'm not paying that. And so through the whole time, I was like, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. It's beautiful. The highlighter's gorgeous. The blush is gorgeous, but I'm not paying that. Pat McGrath had a sale. It was on sale for $30. Okay, I'll pay that. I'll pay $30 to not use all the shades. And so I got it. I've played with it 2 times now, and I've used the bronzer both times. It's stunning. It's beautiful. It's not life-changing, but it's beautiful. Like, it's not too orange, it's not too yellow, but it doesn't look quite like a contour shade. It doesn't look super muddy. It blends in with my skin. I don't feel like I look orange. Because I feel very self-conscious when I look orange. Do I look orange? But this one kind of changed my mind. Like, it's not crazy. So maybe not all bronzers, but I don't think this is going to be a bronzer that I'm going to reach for over and over again. Because even though it's beautiful, even though like it has changed my mind, I still like that cooler option of the contour. Because I think that just goes with my aesthetic a lot more. And in the wintertime, my aesthetic is perfect. Like the cool tones, the contouring, all that. But in the summer, doesn't go with the vibe as much. So maybe I'll use it more in the summertime. But for right now, I will say I don't like most bronzers. But I think the industry has definitely been changing enough that I might have to give bronzers another try. If you have any bronzers that you love, comment them below. Let me know what's good out there and what doesn't make you look orange or yellow. Like, is all I know is the good contour. Second, as you can see, I like a simple brow. I am not into those super detailed, beautiful brows that are carved and sculpted for like 30 minutes. I just like a little color and then a little gel, out the door. I think brows are boring. There, I said it. Brows are boring. Some people can make beautiful brows and carve them and sculpt them, whatnot. I just think brows are boring. Like, I want to get to the color aspects of makeup. Like, I love eyeshadow and blush and highlighter and lips, but my base makeup, my eyebrows, I want to get those done as soon as possible so I can play here. Like, I want to play here. I don't want to be perfecting everything. I want something that is going to work. It's going to work quickly, and it's going to get me to the part of my makeup that I want to play with, which is obviously the color-based stuff. And I also don't like pencils. I don't like the pencils that you use to detail your brows. If I'm going to use anything, I am going to use this, which is a marker. This one's the NYX one. And the marker gives me enough color. It doesn't have to be precise or detailed. It just gives me the color I need, to match my hair. Gives me, and then I use e.l.f. brow gel. I use that because this is my 3rd tub, by the way. Love this stuff. It works just as well as the Anastasia gel, the brow freeze. Sorry, I don't buy from her anymore. Most of her stuff is purged out of my collection, but that is an opinion for another day because that gets into not fun territory. But yeah, I just don't appeal to it. Liner. I like waterline eyeliner better than I like winged eyeliner. I think the inner, like the waterline eyeliner is so pretty. Like, you can just put so many fun colors in the waterline, or you can put a white to brighten everything, or, I feel like I think it just pulls a look together. Winged liner, okay, it might be because I'm bad at it, but that's not the only reason. I am bad at it. I have used tape, I have practiced, I use all the little techniques everyone says, and it still won't work for me. I have shaky hands, it's hard to get a straight line, and I always end up like shaking so much that it goes whoo, and I ruin my whole eyeshadow look, and I hate when I ruin my whole eyeshadow look because I'm trying to fix the eyeshadow and then I'm trying to redo the wing, and it's just too much. I don't want to mess with it. Some people do gorgeous wings. And then, but detailed liner, like the graphic liner, beautiful, stunning. Still can't do that. I'm bad at it. But it's stunning. And I think that pulls a look together. But I feel like the wing is kind of boring at this point. Yes, it might be because I'm bad at it. But hear me out. Graphic liner, I feel like, adds details to an eyeshadow look that you probably couldn't get with eyeshadow. In the waterline, pops a little bit of new color in there that adds something that's different. I feel like the wing is just the wing, and it's iconic, it's a staple, cool, but it's not what I want to do anymore, or at least attempt anymore. I'm not actually doing it. I'm attempting to do it because it's so frustrating. Because I go to trivia with a girl who does this like itty bitty tiny baby wing that like barely goes past her eyelid, and it looks stunning, it looks beautiful, it like accentuates those eyes. It's so pretty. I don't know how she does it. She just said she practiced until one day it clicked. And I am tired of waiting for that day where one day it clicks. Because I don't think it's gonna click. I've been practicing for 3 years. And she's like, oh, well, I could never do eyeshadow like you. I'm like, I'm pretty sure anyone can learn how to do eyeshadow with a couple tutorials and do like at least like a basic look. I feel with eyeliner, it just takes precision and a steady hand. And I feel like it takes a lot more practice to learn to make a wing than it does to make an eyeshadow look. I'm not saying intricate eyeshadow looks, I'm just saying eyeshadow. I wonder how surgeons do with eyeliner. Not the point, but I bet surgeons are great at winged liner because they have such a steady hand. They could probably figure it out. Surgeons, you might be the ones. All right, my next one is lip plumpers. I love the cool, tingling lip plumpers. I like that cooling effect. I feel like it gives me beautiful, plump lips. Personally, I love the Lawless ones, or even Buxom. Buxom makes a beautiful, beautiful lip plumper. I feel like people don't give Buxom a lot of credit for that, but beautiful lip gloss. Anywho, those of you who like the spicy ones, go see your therapist. You need some help because they hurt so bad, and I feel like the hurt is not worth the payoff. Like the lip injections are so popular, the Too Faced ones hurt, hurt. Um, the new NYX Duck Lips are Duck Lips coming back in style because I don't want to be a part of that if it's going to be a spicy feeling. Maybelline just came out with a new chili one. No, no, I'm done. We went through that phase, and I'm done. Like I am too old to be playing with the spicy lip plumpers. And I do have one. I will admit I'm a slight hypocrite. I do own one. I own the Maximum Plump in Chocolate Plump. It is a beautiful brownie pink. Beautiful shimmer. I have it because the Too Faced chocolate lipstick and milkshake, and this brownie pink color looks stunning with that brownie pink lip gloss. And I pair those all the time. Well, not all the time. I used to pair them all the time, but my lips hurt. I didn't like the plump. It hurt. I don't know how many times I can say that. It's not pleasant, and I don't feel like the payoff is as good as. I feel like you get a better plump with this, and you're not in pain the whole time. And now we're putting lip plumper in the lip liners. I don't want the outline of my lips to hurt. I thought the whole point was to get the plushy part of the lip to plump up, not the outlining. Why are we doing this to ourselves? I used to see 12-year-olds at Sephora like clamoring for them. Why? Why? That's all I have to ask. That's why. But enough about the lip plumpers. My next opinion is the no makeup look. I am a full coverage girly. Today, my foundation does not reflect that. But if I am going to put on a foundation base, usually, it's going to be Juvia's Place. Not the green squeezy tube, the orange squeezy tube. And I am in Maricao. It is beautiful. It is full coverage. You only need a little dot and it just, everything. I like the blank canvas. I don't want any of my skin peeking through. I don't like my skin peeking through. I normally don't want a natural look. I have a natural look today because there's a certain event I'm going to and I need to have a more natural look. But I am stuck in the 2016 and 2018. I mean, that's when I was watching makeup content. That's when I was learning about makeup, was the Manny Inues, the Laura Lees, the Jeffree Stars, like Patrick Stars. Those were my people. They were full coverage glam queens. And I love the full face of paint. Oh, Nikki Tutorials. She is a full coverage queen. Love. That's why I bought the Juvia's Place, because of how full coverage it looked on her skin. I like the intricate eyeshadow. I like the bold lips. I don't want this to look like my skin. I want you to know I am wearing makeup. When I leave the house, I do not want one person to doubt that I am wearing makeup. Not because I'm insecure, not because I am trying to impress men, but because I love the artistry of it. And I am sure there is an artistry to making your makeup look like you have no makeup on it. I am sure of that. But it's just not, it's not my bag. It's not my journey. So I don't do it. And my final opinion on makeup is, what were we doing in the 90s and the early 2000s? Just, do you know how many years I had to wait to get a foundation that wasn't orange? Years. I was in college in 2018, still pulling up with orange foundation. It does not make you look tan. It makes you look orange. And I hate looking orange. I know people are doing reenactment videos of the 90s, early 2000s makeup. I am hoping that is not a trend that is coming back. I know the thin eyebrows were a thing for a while. And I was like, oh no, 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 no. No, no, we are not going back to that. We are not going back to those looks. Grunge era? I'll take that. I'll take the grunge era. Bring the grunge era back. Sure, we'll do that. We'll do that with makeup. But I can't do the dark eyeliner around the eyes with the orange foundation and the concealer lips. People who do like a beige lipstick with like a lip liner, that's beautiful. I'm looking for a beige lipstick myself to pair with a lip liner. I think it's a beautiful look. None of my pinks go cool enough for what I'm looking for. I do not want to start seeing lips that are what your skin tone is supposed to look like on the canvas of an orange screen with thin pencil eyebrows. We cannot go back. There is only forward. I know trends come back and forth and things like that, but please, let's keep this one in the past for all of our sakes. I'm not saying like I'm seeing it completely come back. I'm just seeing enough videos of things from the 90s and early 2000s that are coming back that I'm scared other trends are going to come back. I'm not ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. And those are my makeup opinions. I have plenty more, but these are the big ones that I could think of at the time. Sound off in the comments below. Do you have any makeup opinions that maybe are controversial, maybe are just your own opinions, maybe they're mainstream? Who cares? I want to hear your opinions. Maybe you disagree with some of my opinions, and that is okay. That is okay that you disagree. We can all have different opinions and still live our lives. So, comment below what opinions you have about makeup, because everyone has them, and I'd like to hear them. Also, not for my next video, because next video is a get ready with me, but for the video after that, I have the Hey Reindeer palette from Odin's Eye. I did get it a little later than everyone else, but I saw a lot of mixed reviews on it, and I want to try it out for myself. I want to see what's going on. So, and this one I saw the least amount of mixed results, but I still want to try. So comment below if you want to see me play with this palette, what colors maybe you want to see me play with in this palette, you know, mix it up. And if I get enough, maybe I will play with it. Maybe y'all are still curious. Thank y'all for coming around. You can like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can afford. And if you didn't enjoy my content, well, it was nice to meet you while we could. All right, I hope you have a good day. Bye, guys.